My name is Rachel Moy. I live in Fairmont, West Virginia, the United States. I am speaking to you in hopes of shining light on two pipelines currently underway to be built running through West Virginia and Virginia. One of which is the MVP, the Mountain Valley Pipeline. It'll run through 11 of West Virginia's counties and 5 of Virginia's. The other one is the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. This is the one we should be focusing on. This is 600 miles of pipeline that will go through 15 of West Virginia's 55 counties and many more in Virginia's. It is said 13 of those miles will go through the George Washington National Forest, putting 4 endangered species at risk: the long-eared bat, the Virginia northern bat, the James spiny mussels, and the cow knob salamanders, which we're currently trying to protect. Now, sorry, I get emotional. It's hard. The United States Forest Service has submitted comments to the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission regarding inaccuracies and misrepresentation on Dominion's resource reports regarding the endangered species at risk. These comments were submitted after earlier reports from Dominion had 300 errors. Dominion is attempting to violate our forest standards by presenting inaccurate and incomplete analysis of our resources, our irreplaceable forest resources. Really, they're feeding us bullshit to get what they want so the rich can stay rich and keep the poor poor. It's sad. The 1% stay rich by keeping the other 99% poor and feeding off of us, using dying industries to get their money. Dying, whether it be replaced by cleaner energy sources or dies in 100 years or kills us in the process. Any which way you swing, it's dying regardless. Flint, Michigan has been without water for 2 years. 2 years. That's 300,000 people without water for 2 years because of a minuscule spill in the grand perspective of how large that pipeline actually is. The Atlantic Coast Pipeline will affect the Potomac River, which is a water source for 600 million people. Why are we still depending on dying industries? There are many cleaner energy sources that we can use. Wind turbines that would not only create jobs for construction, but also maintenance afterwards. Which reminds me, West Virginia entered this agreement under false pretenses. They lied to us. They said that this would create jobs for the next 100 years and pay taxes for the next 100 years. Which is half true. Yes, it will pay taxes for the next 100 years, but it will not create jobs for the next 100 years. Only the next 2 years, until the pipelines are finished. After that, maintenance for those pipelines have been contracted out to Louisiana and Indiana.
Welders?
Mm-hmm. Welders for maintenance have been contracted out to Indiana and Louisiana.
The pipeline creates non-manual labor.
Yeah, the pipeline creates non-manual labor.
Meaning it doesn't need anybody to work it.
Doesn't need us. It does not create jobs. They lied.
It's going to create.
They didn't even have an obligation to inform the public, which is why we're just finding out about this when it's almost too late. We only have till March 10th of 2018 to fight this for the MVP. And then not much more for the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. Please help me. We can replace these dying industries easily. Wind turbines, which is cleaner energy. It would create jobs for construction. It would also create jobs for maintenance. Legalizing marijuana with one move could create endless possibilities for jobs, farmers, dispensaries, workers for the dispensaries, construction workers to build the dispensaries. For one grower in California, one grower, the state taxes that one grower almost $900,000 per year for one grower. And then the federal tax is double that, almost 1.8 million for 1 year for one grower. That is extremely lucrative. Not to mention hemp grows 10 times faster than timber and could replace potentially almost everything that the timber industry supplies. Mm. We need to help these dying industries die. Please like, share, do your own research, and fight for what you believe is right.
If they begin one pipeline in 2 states, they'll begin others.
2 pipelines in a few states.
How many pipelines are there? 300 pipelines running across the United States. Is that what you said?
300 pipelines. Yeah, there's oodles of pipelines, and we don't need more. This is risk for everyone in the United States, not just Flint, Michigan.
Or North Dakota.
Here's a fact. In the past year alone, there have been 200 pipeline spills. In the past year alone. Since 2006, there has been a 28.6% increase in pipeline spills. Do your own research. Make up your own mind. And fight for what is right.